Dear viewers, today I want to share with you a very special story about the Danish royal family. Just imagine, October the 8th, 2003, Fredensborg Palace. A young, noticeably nervous 35-year-old Crown Prince Frederik is sitting next to the beautiful 31-year-old Mary Donaldson in the garden hall of the palace. That day forever changed the history of the Danish monarchy. It was when they officially announced their engagement to the world. It is hard to believe, but this year marks 22 years since that memorable day. Their love story is a true modern fairy tale that began with a chance encounter and led to the creation of a wonderful family that today represents the Danish crown. And it all began back in the year 2000, during the Olympic Games in Sydney, in a regular Australian bar called Slip Inn. Who could have thought that a casual meeting between the heir to one of Europe's oldest thrones and a girl from Tasmania would lead to such a story? Frederik, as he later admitted, was instantly charmed by Mary. There was a spark between them that, over time, grew into real love. 3 years later, the Crown Prince finally gathered the courage to propose. Interestingly, Frederik made his romantic proposal not in Denmark and not in Mary's homeland of Australia. He chose Rome, the eternal city of love. During a romantic trip to Italy, Frederik knelt down in front of a small church and asked the most important question of their relationship. Mary later recalled that moment in Frederik's biography, Under the Beam, which was published in 2017. And I just remember that when he did it, I laughed like a shy girl, and then we were both so happy. That sincerity and warmth in their relationship has been the couple's hallmark throughout all these years. After the wedding, which took place on May the 14th, 2004 at the Copenhagen Cathedral, Mary became the Crown Princess of Denmark. Over the years, the royal couple have had 4 wonderful children: Crown Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, and the twins Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. Their family happiness truly became complete, and Frederik and Mary have earned the love and respect of the Danish people through their devotion to both family and country. This year, October the 8th, a day that could have been a perfect occasion for a romantic dinner celebrating the anniversary of their engagement, unfortunately did not bring that opportunity for the royal couple to celebrate together. King Frederik was busy hosting an online meeting followed by a dinner with Denmark Bridge at the Frederik VIII Palace at Amalienborg. Such is the fate of a monarch. Royal duties sometimes force one to postpone personal celebrations. But we are sure that the royal couple found another day to mark this important date.
And now, let me share some wonderful news recently announced by the Danish royal court. King Frederik and Queen Mary are preparing for a series of important state visits to the Baltic countries. The first stop on this diplomatic tour will be Latvia, where the royal couple will travel on October 28th and 29th, 2025. The visit will take place at the invitation of the President of Latvia, Edgars Rinkēvičs. This visit carries special significance as it highlights the close historical ties between Denmark and the Baltic states, ties that go back to the year 1921. The royal couple's visit will provide an opportunity to express gratitude to Danish soldiers for their service and to reaffirm the strong historical bonds between the two nations. In addition, attention will be given to cultural cooperation between the countries, which has always been an important aspect of Denmark's international policy. It is worth noting that the royal couple will travel to Latvia right after attending the ceremony for the Royal Couples Prize in Randers. Later on, state visits to the other 2 Baltic countries, Estonia and Lithuania, are also planned. The exact dates of those visits, as well as the full program of the visit to Latvia, will be announced later. Interestingly, not only King Frederik and Queen Mary represent the Danish monarchy on the international stage. Queen Mother Marguerite, who abdicated the throne earlier this year in favor of her son, continues to lead an active life. Very soon, on October 24th and 25th, she will visit Rome on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of the Queen Marguerite Rome Prize. The program of this visit will be rich and will reflect the Queen Mother's personal interests. The main focus will be on archaeology, art history, and architecture, fields that have always been close to Margaret's heart. She will take part in the award ceremony at the Danish Institute of Science and Art in Rome. A particularly touching moment promises to be a musical performance by the Danish choir Jungklang. For Queen Marguerite, this will be a pleasant reunion with a familiar ensemble. This choir performed at the Royal Theatre during the celebration of Princess Isabella's 18th birthday. In addition, Jungklang also performed earlier this year, in January, at the palace during the New Year's reception for Queen Marguerite's patrons at Christian IX's palace in Amalienborg. Watching the active lives of the Danish royal family, one cannot help but reflect on how history and modernity, personal and public life, tradition and innovation are intertwined within it. The love story of Frederik and Mary, which began with a chance meeting in an Australian bar and led them to the Danish throne, reminds us that the most beautiful turns of fate sometimes happen in the most unexpected ways. Over 22 years of life together, Frederik and Mary have managed to build not only a strong and loving family, but also to become symbols of a modern monarchy, open, active, and responsible. Their state visits, charitable work, and dedication to issues of ecology and social justice have earned them respect both in Denmark and beyond. The royal couple still have many plans and duties ahead of them. The upcoming state visits to the Baltic countries will be an important step in strengthening Denmark's international relations. And we, dear viewers, will continue to follow their activities with great interest and share with you all the latest news from the life of the Danish royal family. Thank you for being with us, and see you again in the world of Royal Chronicles.